Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks of all ages, Freaknet Studio proudly brings to you, it is the greatest tag team in podcast history! The original Freak Travesty, Mr. 33% Dizzle J. This is Just Freaking Wrestling! Alright guys, we're back with another episode of Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW podcast, hosted by Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
And we are back after a week off because Dizzle J doesn't want to do a Facebook Live video like he's supposed to.
I mean, if I didn't get kicked out of the last show for no apparent reason.
God, he's so hung up on that.
Yeah, fuck that.
You had an attitude, bro.
I didn't have an attitude.
You did. You
Sentinel had an attitude.
Yeah, but as a professional, you kind of gotta let that shit go. And you couldn't do it.
Fuck him.
If it makes you feel better, not one person complained about it other than Steve.
Well, good job, Steve.
Right. Plus, we had a lot of downloads on that episode. So first, I really want to thank you guys, the listeners, for being a part of our journey through podcasting. We've seen an increase in viewership. Actually, a lot of because of this SCW ARW thing. So I'm really excited about that.
It's pretty heated.
Yeah. I do want to apologize again to Sentinel for the way Dizzle J acted.
Hey, no,
definitely shouldn't have done it. You really shouldn't have acted like that, man.
No,
you know, even when we sat down with Hunter, like even I didn't act like that.
That's because you're afraid of Hunter.
It's not a fear of Hunter. It's just professionalism that you show towards your guests on the show.
No,
I mean we give them a platform to sit there and talk, and you really didn't let Sentinel talk at all.
Are you kidding me? He over-talked me every time I opened my mouth.
Well, you shouldn't have opened your mouth so much.
And we're gonna listen to a guy who thinks the Bushwhackers are the best tag team ever.
Dude, the freaking five is all about your opinions, man.
Yeah, it was present day tag teams.
Yes, shish-ba.
Shish-ba.
That right? That's the best answer I have right now.
And then he says that none of his tag teams are good enough to be in that category.
He said they weren't ready yet, and I have to agree with him. I mean, it's SCW tag teams. Come on now, man. That tag team division? Come on. You know why? You know why Lee Payne are tag team champions? Only tag team in SCW. So, I mean, come on now. Oh God. But now let's move past that. It's been 2 weeks since it happened. I mean, obviously you had to have learned from your mistakes, and we'll get over it. We do have a lot to go over today. With the ARW show happening next week, the SCW show on the 28th, and everything. We got a partial match card for the ARW show next week. We're gonna go over here later on in the show, and then we're gonna give some information on actually 2 upcoming SCW shows.
Ooh.
So I'm really excited for those 2. Obviously, we got the one on the 28th, which is Dissension. I believe it's Dissension 7 that's happening. So we're going to give you the information on that. Obviously, no match card yet, but we will have one by the 21st episode. So, just stay tuned for those because actually that 21st episode is going to be one of our biggest episodes of the year, I believe, because we're actually going to be able to get some responses and conversation, promos, I guess, if you will, for wrestling fans, if you know what promos are, from both SCW and ARW sides. So I'm super excited for that.
Ooh.
On top of that, next week at the ARW show, we're going to have an opportunity to sit down with some ARW wrestling wrestlers. So I'm super excited for that because you get to sit across the table from Max Holiday and talk about his goofy blue pants you keep mocking him for.
Oh, yeah. I will.
I'm really excited for that.
I'm sure you are. I'm going to sit, across the table, though.
Well, depending on how we position, you may sit next to him. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh, okay.
We'll see how it goes. I'm just excited because we're going to sit down with Joey Boom Boom. We're going to sit down with Max Holiday. Anyone else who's available to sit down with before the show, because obviously we're not going to interrupt the show itself to get the interviews in, but we're definitely going to get out there ahead of time to get it done. Super excited for that. Guys, that show's next week. I'm going to talk about that shortly. As well as the SCW 21 and Over show, October 5th, I believe. I'll get the information for that as well. But we're going to start the show out with the freaking 5 as we do every week. But just a reminder to all you guys and all your friends out there who have yet to listen to Just Freaking Wrestling, let them know you can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and YouTube just by showing the JFW podcast.
Yeah.
Right? Jay, let's start with this freaking 5.
All right, this week's freaking 5 worst NWO members.
Right. And this should be an easy one because there's been like 50 of them.
Oh, God. See, I didn't... Well, I'll talk about mine when I get to it. We got Brent on our Facebook, Virgil, Bret Hart, DDP, Horace, Billy Kidman.
Which we actually kind of talked about that because I know for a fact DDP was never part of the NWO.
Yeah, DDP, like, voices that.
Yeah. Like the only way you can consider DDP part of the NWO is when he put the shirt on 45 seconds before he diamond cuttered Scott Hall.
Right.
And also we talked about like Billy Kidman. I'm not quite sure if he was ever considered an NWO guy, but I know he was definitely part of the New Blood.
Steve.
But still, shout out to fucking. Hold on a second, man.
Man.
Do you not remember how this works?
No, it's been forever.
You wait until I'm done talking. Fuck. See, this is what happened with Sentinel. See,
you go on vacation, I forget everything.
God. But shout out to Brent, actually a SCW guy.
Yeah. Student.
Yeah. Go
ahead. Steve says Virgil, Disciple, Virgil, Horace, Virgil, Correction, Vincent, because someone was salty about the Dusty story. And you got the Real Wrestling Fan, guys?
Yeah. So Brian went with Scott Norton, 6. X-Pac, for you guys don't know who 6 is. The Disciple, this Bird's Bar Beefcake, for you guys don't know. Brian Adams and Louis Piccoli.
Louis Piccoli?
God. Edward went with Vincent, Bischoff, Norton, Booker T, and the Giant. I don't believe Booker T was ever part of the NWO either.
He might have
Stevie
been.
Ray was.
I'm not sure.
Well, let's go back and look at that.
We will.
I doubt we will, though.
No.
Pedro went with Vincent, the Fake Sting, Disciple, again, Beefcake, Horace Hogan, and Michael Wall Street, IRS for our UWF fans. Jordan, the disrespect to Scott Norton on here. That's just his response. And then he gave a list. Vincent, Wall Street, Disciple, Bogus Sting, and Horace Hogan. Jonathan went with Vincent. I don't need to name anyone else.
I mean, I could agree with that.
Michael, he put, wasn't Disco Inferno a member? The NWO was a joke. Clearly, the NWO was not a joke because it was the best part of WCW.
Not at the beginning, at least.
I'll say it, all of it. No, that's stupid. The NWO wasn't a joke. Come on, Michael. Think. Thomas, Stevie Ray, Norton, Bagwell, Hogan, and Vincent. John went with Hogan, Nash, Bagwell, Vincent, Norton. Damien went with Scott Steiner, Horace Hogan, Virgil, whatever his name was in NWO. It was Vincent. Lex Luger, and Beefcake, whatever his name was. Disciple. Joe Giles, Dusty Rhodes, the NASCAR driver, whatever the fuck that was. Stevie Ray, the Disciple, and Jeff Jarrett. Matt said, don't forget Disco Inferno. Davis said, if you think Scott Norton sucked, you're fucking wild, bro. Norton was a beast. Right? Well, no list, but thanks for your feedback, David.
Right.
Matt went with Vincent, Nick Patrick, obviously the referee. Those are the only 2 I could think of. Oh, there was more, Matt. Matthew said, I love Dusty Rhodes, but as an NWO member, it made no sense. Well, there's not a list there, Matthew. It's not even 5. It's barely even 1. Joey, all but the original 3. Okay, I could take that. Eric went with Dennis Rodman, enough said. James went with Vincent, Hogan, Sting, Lex, Luger, and Conan. Joseph. God damn, man. Vincent, Horace Hogan, The Disciple, Disco, Buff Bagwell, and Lex Luger. Lex should have never been NWO. They should always book him babyface to battle the NWO. Poor booking. No, and Lex Luger sucked, man.
Fucker.
Yeah, he sucks as a babyface. Josh went with everyone outside the original 3. Jody went with X-Pac, 6. Robert went with Bagwell, Vincent, Horace, Stevie Ray, and Fake Sting. Alexander put, I don't care. Don't forget about Dennis Rodman. LOL.
That's a decent list, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of consistency when it came to like Vincent. So,
well, he really never did much.
No,
he was just like a lackey.
Yeah.
You want to do yours? Or you want me to go first?
I got mine right here.
All right.
Vincent, Dusty Rhodes, Sting, Disco Inferno, and Michael Wall Street.
So mine was
first off, and just to, I hated the whole Wolfpack concept. It was also dumb, but go on.
Mine was Virgil, Horace, Macho, Conan, and Giant. Macho, Konnan, and Giant should have never been part of the NWO, especially Macho. He shouldn't have been in a group.
I liked Macho being in there just for the fact that I thought the entire concept of the NWO to begin with was an entire WWF invasion into WCW. I think NWO should have strictly just been WWF guys.
That would have made more sense.
Obviously I put Wall Street down here, who was IRS and WWF. The fact is, at that time, I think his career was pretty much over.
Yeah.
But, I mean, between him, between Ted DiBiase, between Dusty Rhodes, I mean, they pretty much just put, like, manager-type guys into the NWO. And when you listen to any interview with Kevin Nash or Scott Hall or even Hogan, they say, like, they just kept throwing people in there and just started not to make sense. But I understand Savage, Hogan, Nash, Hall, even Six. It should have been focused on, the NWO should have been, like, strict WWF guys. And then they take on the WCW. I hate the fact that Wolfpack was there because they threw Sting in there. And Sting was supposed to be the pinnacle of WCW.
Right.
And instead, he pretty much turned on WCW, joined the NWO, regardless if it was a Wolfpack or not, that took on the NWO, black and white. It just left DDP, and I do believe Booker T was never part of the NWO either.
And Goldberg.
Oh, and Goldberg.
Yeah.
For you guys out there, who's the guy who used to always ask for help? Your buddy from work.
My buddy from work.
It begins with like a G. Gino? Is it
Gino?
Gio? Yeah. Gio, let me know if Booker T was ever... Does he even listen to the show anymore?
I'm not sure.
Fucking Gio, if you're still out there, let me know. And then let me know if Booker T was ever part of the NWO. I'm going to say he wasn't.
I mean, we could easily Google it.
I'm not Googling it.
No.
No, I already do enough, man. I already do so fucking much.
So much.
I got a life now. I got shit. I got responsibilities. Nah, I don't got fucking responsibilities.
No? No responsibilities?
Maybe. Ain't paying bills, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, well, screw it.
Rock it. What's one more month?
Lights are still on.
Right. All right. Next Saturday, we got the ARW show.
Ooh.
So excited. It's going to be a good show.
It should
Why?
be a good show.
It's an ARW show. So, hey. How about we do the SCW results first?
Okay.
Then we can do all the upcoming matches. Don't worry, ARW. We're going to get to you. Best for last main event style shit.
Oh,
all right. So let's get the crap out of the way. SCW.
All right. SCW Intensity.
God, such a good show.
It was a great show.
ARW was there.
Yeah, whatever.
It was such a good show.
Greg Hansen begins the show. Family interrupts him. And it turns out Ivan versus Bane X. You know, a lot of shit happened in this match.
Yeah.
You know, Paradox comes out with Bane X. Terry Allen comes out, distracts Ivan. I mean, pretty much everybody, really. Bane gets distracted. Jake jumps on the apron, distracts Ivan. Reverse Irish Whip. Jake hits Ivan with a forearm. Oh. And Bane X ends up with the win over Ivan. Which
is a huge win when you beat the ARW champion.
Yeah, but he's not anything in SCW.
Yeah, champion's always a champion. I mean, like, we always give props to Angus McDuff, who's the PPW heavyweight champion.
Oh, that's true.
Which he is defending the title tomorrow night. So, good luck to you, Angus, on your your match tomorrow. Hope you come out victorious, man, because you definitely do deserve it, regardless of how I feel about you. I just wish you were a little bit cooler. But yeah, no, I mean, that was a big opener for the show and everything. I mean, obviously there was a heat that's growing that we saw from the previous show after the family lost the tag team titles to Hip Pain and his partner. Excuse me. So, and this just made it obviously a lot worse. I mean, it looked like Andrews was trying to do his best to help out Ivan, and clearly Ivan kind of misstepped. But
it kind of looks like there's some family problems.
Right.
Brewing.
No family feud. Family feud. Show me a fuck up. All right. Anyways.
Next up was the Genesis Championship, where young James Creed took on the Sheik.
Yeah, I'm glad that Creed got another shot at the title, because we do know he faced Bane X previously and wasn't successful, but this was Sheik's first title defense, and I think it was no one better than one of the up and coming stars of SCW, who we'll talk more about James Creed here in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it was a good match.
Yeah, I mean, he had this move where he flipped over the ropes into a clothesline. It was just smooth and amazing. It was nice. Of course, Angus McDuff on the outside.
Which is good to see Angus back in SCW.
It is.
Haven't seen him in probably a couple months, so it's really good to see him.
And he had a nice little kilt on and everything. Worked really great with that awesome shirt he was wearing.
What shirt was that, Jay?
That was the JFW shirt, special made Angus McDuff.
The JFW shirt. Where did you get that JFW shirt, Jay?
I'm pretty sure at tpublic.com.
The TEPUBLIC.com?
That's it.
Right? You searched JFW, you must have, right?
Must have.
Right? Unfortunately, that shirt's no longer available.
It was limited time only.
Yeah, and that limited time actually extended throughout the summer, so yeah. So no more Angus shirts, no more Andy Black shirts either.
Well.
So
should have got him while they were hot.
It is a great shirt, though.
It is.
It is a nice shirt.
But McDuff ends up hitting Creed with a flagpole.
Yep.
When she finishes him off with the camel clutch.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so successful title defense in his first time, so congrats to the Sheik retaining the Saudi Arabian title.
Championship.
Yeah, so good for him.
Next up was Xander Dawson versus RK Savage, but this was RK Savage's return match after being gone for so long.
Yeah, it was cool to see him back.
Yeah, great showing.
Last time we saw him was at the it was the I Quit match he had with Harris,
right?
So or JPH now, but
JPH.
at the time Jay Harris came out with his manager, who I also believe is his wife. So congratulations to them. I know they recently got married.
Ooh,
and he had a good showing. He picked up the win and everything, and I know that SCW is really happy for him to be back and to really kind of step up and help them in this whole situation with ARW. And we've watched him since we first went to our first SCW show in June of 2017, and he makes an impact. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
I mean, between him and JPH, obviously they have their differences with everything going on. It looks like they kind of reconciled after the I Quit match, and we've seen them as tag teams and know what they can do. We see them as single competitors and see what they're willing to do in those matches. So they're definitely going to be key pieces in the war coming up on the 28th.
Yeah, but after the match, Dawson attacks Savage and just beats him down.
Well, that makes sense.
Oh, shit, I didn't put a winner for this one.
Which one?
Dave Allen versus Max Maylock.
Yeah, I can tell you who won.
Oh, it was disqualification, wasn't it?
Oh, Dave Allen won.
I thought Dave Allen kicked him in the nuts.
No, Dave Allen kicked him in the face. I got the video on Facebook, actually.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I took a screenshot of the kick to the face. It was awesome.
And the family was on ringside. They bought tickets to sit ringside.
Which, they're justified to do so, yeah. A lot of it comes from the DWA show that was, the previous night when SCW came out and kind of attacked, the family. If you guys were at the DWA show, you saw what I saw. The best thing to do in the middle of a war is betray people you're trying to get on your side. So, really smart move there, SCW.
It's Jake Andrews versus the Cobra.
Oh, you don't want to talk about Allen's match where he kicked Blaylock in the face and won?
No, low blow by Dave Allen causing DQ. Once again, Sentinel just stands back as James Creed gets his ass kicked.
Good, sure.
See, I did put the right one.
Maybe you believe so.
Yeah, that's what happened. I wrote it.
Sure.
I wrote that.
Mm-hmm. Blaylock got attacked, by the way, though.
He did.
Yeah, you said Creed.
Oh.
Jeez, man.
Well.
Come on, bro. Yeah. It's okay. It was a good match regardless.
Yeah.
I like Allen. And I think Allen really has a focus now, after he got screwed off his North American title Indiana State Championship at the ARW show a couple months ago. But next match
was Jake Andrews versus the Cobra.
I love
nice.
that.
Yeah, it's nice to see the Cobra.
Yeah. I love the Cobra. I mean, ever since watching him back in the MBWA down in Buckley, which was fucking 10 years ago, he still has it. Jake Andrews he's always been one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Kind of the same situation from the Ivan match earlier. There was Ivan got up on the ring, kind of caused a problem for his match. Terry came out.
Yeah, Terry Allen came out.
Mm-hmm.
Ivan hops up on the apron.
Yep.
Andrews gets distracted. Cobra had enough time to revive and gets the pin.
Yeah. And obviously after that, there's more shoving and stuff between the family.
Andrews and Ivan went at each other almost.
Yeah.
Sentinel comes out, brings out Sean Mulligan, and talks to him about his future in SCW. And then
it's my favorite part of the show.
ARW comes out and beats the shit out of Mulligan, and Sentinel did nothing.
Well, they offered Mulligan an opportunity to join ARW, and he declined. He turned him down, and unfortunately, ARW did not appreciate that. Being led by Joey Boom Boom, who shout out to Joey again. Thank you for the opportunity to interview your guys next week. I do appreciate that. But I mean, it's good leadership to have, and yeah, Hudson. Hudson let Mulligan know that no's not always a good answer.
Yeah.
So
well,
it's a shame.
John Hudson versus JPH. They had a great match.
This was match of the night for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
The time limit was reached. No contest.
Yeah.
I mean, these two went at each other with everything they had. Looks like this is probably where my phone died at the show. The tag team championship match between Bulletproof LLC versus Elite Pain.
Yeah, but it wasn't Hip Pain though.
Nope.
It was what, Marco and his nurse.
Maverick Cage.
Same thing. That's why I said nurse, right?
They picked up the win, yes.
With the nurse.
He's not a nurse.
The younger guy who helps them up and down out bed and feeds them applesauce.
I hope he Alabama slams you.
Who, Hip Pain?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You keep losing weight, he's going to be able to do it.
We'll see. Doubt it.
I believe next up was the women's match, which was originally Karma just came out.
Yeah. Ended up being a tag team match with Paloma and Natasha taking on Sierra and Kamikaze, which I love Evil Sierra. I've only seen her a couple of times, but I do like her in-ring ability. Paloma definitely. Too. I do like what Natasha's doing now.
Yeah, she's. I mean, she's becoming a force.
Yeah, and the weird thing is, like, I mean, when we sat down with the Sheik and everything he says about her, like, he talks about, like, she's gonna be nothing without him and everything. Like, she completely reinvented herself and could show that she could run on her own. And I'm really excited to see, because we do know that 28th show is going to be SCW versus ARW. So I'm excited to see if Natasha is going to be in that card, who she's going to be facing, and what kind of impact she's going to put. Because, I mean, she's at that point now where, she realized she is on her own. She doesn't have Angus and the Sheik to back her up. But she's such a powerful, aggressive woman. I know that she has the ability to. I mean, we saw her Black Hole Slam Angus.
Ooh, yeah, that was nice.
So, man or woman, I mean, like, I'd watch out for Natasha.
And Natasha and Paloma did end up picking up the win.
Yep.
The SCW Heavyweight Championship match was next.
God, it was such a good.
You've been waiting to talk about this one. I know.
Such a hard fought match. I mean,
a hard fought match for who?
I gotta say though, like, it's good to see Paradox get the opportunity for that championship. It's unfortunate he squandered it.
He got jumped before the match started by 3 ARW guys.
They're just out there to support Holiday, man. Like, I don't know what you saw.
I saw him get jumped.
I saw him come down to the ring. I saw him stumble over himself on the side of the ropes. I saw the ARW guys, out of the goodness of their hearts, come to help him up and roll him in the ring. And unfortunately, he just really couldn't, collect himself. So Holiday did what he had to do and just, all right, let's get this match done, Dan, and pinned him. So, I mean, Brody.
Where's your video of this?
Brody, the SCW referee, he counted to 3. I mean, you would think that maybe he wouldn't count to 3 if there was something suspicious about it. Plus, we saw Sentinel out there, and clearly Sentinel didn't see anything wrong. So, I mean, it looked like a straight clean fight to me. So, congratulations to Holiday. Not only did he beat Maverick Cage with a broken foot, but now he's also beating Paradox with a broken foot.
I mean, asterisks, but I mean, on the show we do say one thing.
Yeah, Barry Bonds had asterisks too, man. He still holds that record.
So does Sammy Sosa.
So, good job for Max Holiday. Even with a broken foot, he can still take out the SCW roster. It's amazing.
I can't wait to see what happens next. I really can't.
I'm excited for it. I know Steve's very excited for it. Because he's still chasing fucking ghosts and everything. Fucking nut job.
He's just trying to figure everything out just like we are.
He is just trying to point fingers at something, man.
It surprises me that Sentinel gives you so much access to SCW with you being such an ARW guy.
It's professionalism. It's clear professionalism. I give impartial, unbiased communication between both companies. I give credit where credit's due for both companies. And I just speak the truth on the fact that SCW just is kind of falling short.
Oh, man.
I mean, just look at last week. I mean, fucking between Mulligan getting injured. I mean, that's crazy. And unfortunately, with the incident that happened with Creed over the weekend too, injuring his leg, which shout out to James Creed. Hopefully you heal quickly so you can come back and do what you do. They're falling apart, bro. And the fact that, they're bringing guys in to help out. They fucking brought in fucking Marco Anthony.
Dude, he's 2-time tag team champion.
Oh, big deal. What does that mean?
It means he's part of one of the greatest tag teams in SCW.
Part of the only tag team in SCW.
Yeah.
Oh. Am I wrong?
I mean, how many tag teams does ARW have?
They have those Caribbeans. The Malibu's Most Wanted.
2.
I'm not done. No, actually, I'm done. That's it.
That's it.
Is it like Bashid and BOW a tag team too?
I don't know. I don't think so.
The problem is they're so focused on prepping for this quick and simple battle. They're not worried about tag teams right now, man.
That's where these companies are losing it, even on the big leagues too.
Tag team wrestling is kind of falling short again. There was when the Usos were on SmackDown with being tag team champions, even the New Day when they were doing the tag team champion run, like tag team matches were really big and popular.
Yeah.
And they kind of just fell short, which I get why ARW and SCW aren't really focused on tag team wrestling, tag team championships, and stuff like that, because they do have a bigger problem right now. And it's kind of like everyone against everyone, SCW versus ARW. It's like, why sit there and focus on a tag team when you have to be a team itself? I get, the Elite Pain versus the Family thing, as a tag team, because the Family still is not siding with one or the other.
No, they have interest in both companies.
Yeah, so, Elite Pain lucked out winning those titles. I mean, I think if it was under a different circumstance where the Family didn't start to, have an issue in the match, if, Mark Anthony didn't come out, wrongfully during the title match, maybe it would have been different, but...
What do you mean wrongfully?
I mean, it's wrongfully, bro.
No.
I mean, clearly he wasn't supposed to be the tag team partner of Hunter Payne.
He was supposed to be the tag
If he wasn't, why didn't Hunter Payne say it? There's something there.
Because it's a surprise. He hasn't been around for like a year.
I'm pretty sure whoever his tag team partner was supposed to be is probably still stuck on the highway somewhere.
It was Dusty.
Yeah, it was fucking Dusty. It was Dusty. The American Dream.
Yeah.
But no, SCW always puts on a good show.
Definitely.
Especially over this past year, they've been amazing shows, and I think that's a lot due to ARW.
Please, SCW is picking up steam before ARW even came around.
Sure. You can believe it, man.
I do believe it.
Just saying.
We've talked about it on the show.
I don't remember.
You don't know, of course not.
I'm a very busy guy.
Uh-huh.
I host 2 podcasts.
Oh,
I have a lot of shit going on.
Okay.
My season finale of my other show is in 2 weeks. Very busy guy. Plus, I'm talking to Joey Boom Boom. I got things, man.
You got things.
I got things.
I got things.
I got things, brother.
All right, what's next, man?
So again, great show by SCW. If you guys aren't making out to these SCW shows, you gotta make sure you plan to go out to them. I believe they're the 4th Saturday of every month, so it gives you an idea.
Coming out too, yeah.
Yeah, so it gives you an idea of when they're happening and everything. Their next show is Dissension. It is Dissension 7, so it's correct. It's September 28th. It's a Saturday. It's at the Shaban Civic Center. Doors open at 6. Bells at 7. This show is so big. It doesn't matter if you pre-buy the tickets or if you get the tickets at the door. They're $12 either way.
Nice.
But it's worth it. And I don't like to compare independent wrestling to fucking televised, big league wrestling or whatever. But it's their WrestleMania. It's their biggest match of the year. So this is it. And especially when it's ARW taking on SCW. Again, we don't have the match card. We don't know who's facing who yet. So anyone can show up.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good show. I mean, both companies have great talent.
Mm-hmm. Now, and it was mentioned. It's not a confirmation anyway when I say this, but it was mentioned. Again, it was mentioned by Hunter Payne, which I don't see how Hunter has any stroke in making decisions and shit like that. But whatever. Get the old guy his dues. He said that like this pay-per-view or this show coming up has nothing to do with titles. So it's possible no titles going to be on the line. It's strictly for the pride of the business that these wrestlers are going to represent.
Which is highly unusual for an independent show.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm excited to see who's facing who. I'm excited to see where Holiday is as far as recovery and everything like that. I mean, I don't think he really has to worry about it because he is 2-0 when it comes to broken foot victories over SCW. So we'll see.
We'll see.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of ARW, they have a show next week.
Yes, they do.
September 14th. It is Live Pro Wrestling, fundraiser for the athletic department. Saturday, September 14th, 2019, at the Edison Junior High, Senior High School, 3304 Parkside Avenue, Lake Station, Indiana. Doors open at 6, bells at 7. All seats available for $10 at the door.
Ooh.
Yeah. And Joey Boom Boom, being an awesome guy he is, give me some inside scoop on some matches.
Nice.
Did he send them to you?
No.
Of course not. Because here's what you say. You fool.
Isn't boom boom another word for shit?
Yeah,
I boom boom in my pants.
Maybe. You could ask him.
I will.
So when you sit there and have to pay double for tickets.
Pay double for tickets.
That's why he messages me, because I'm not rude.
Oh, okay.
You need to stop being rude to people. That's why
I'm not rude.
That's why you get kicked out of podcast.
I get kicked out of my own podcast.
Right. I can't believe you left. I don't even know why you listen to me. We're like a team, kind of.
Kinda.
Yeah. Come on, Robin.
Okay.
Shit. Anyways, okay, so so ARW next week. I'm just gonna tell you who's in attendance first, and then we'll get to the matches. So showing up, we're definitely gonna have the ARW Women's Champion Melanie Cruz there. Carlos Corona is gonna be there. The family's gonna be there, obviously, because they are at every ARW SCW show. And I like that they're there because it gives a different feel to everything outside of this whole feud and everything. Officer Rod Street and many more, obviously, including the people who are going to be in these matches here.
Rod Street?
Yeah.
We saw him at Smash Mouth.
Yeah. Good guy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know him personally. Good guy, though. Moxie Molly's taking on Casey Dillon. We got ARW Tag Team Championship with Malibu's Most Wanted, John Hudson and Excalibur, taking on the Sheik and Angus McDuff.
Really?
So SCW has the possibility of taking some ARW gold away. Just like Holiday did. Remember, he's a SCW heavyweight champ, right?
Yeah. I mean,
okay, sure.
But, you know.
Just checking. I just want to make sure I'm not missing that.
I know.
We got the Flawless One, Dave Allen, taking on the Physical Specimen, Maverick Cage. So another ARW SCW matchup. We got the Indiana State Championship, where we got Johnny Showtime taking on Kevin Graves. And we also have an ARW Championship match. Ivan Manson is taking on Max Blaylock.
Really?
Yeah, so we saw James Creed get a Genesis Championship opportunity last month. We're seeing Blaylock get an ARW Heavyweight Championship opportunity this month.
I hope Blaylock brings some backup.
I don't know who's going to... I mean, well, I guess you could bring anyone from SCW. I mean, I definitely want... I'm hoping Creed stays away.
Well, he's injured, so I don't want him to get any more injured than what he is.
Well, yeah, and that's the biggest thing. It's like, I mean, we've seen how aggressive ARW has been, especially when you see what they did to Mulligan. Blaylock after his match. Even the aggressive way they helped Paradox into the ring after he fell. It's like there's just Creed. I mean, Creed just needs to stay away from that.
Right.
Great wrestler, great up-and-coming wrestler. He's just not there yet.
You got to think of your career at that point in time. Because if you get hurt even more than what you are, then you might cost yourself.
Yeah. When I went to wrestling school, so in my last 10 years of veteran experience in the business, I always learned you only have so many bumps.
Veteran experience?
10 years, bro. Almost 12.
Okay.
Almost 12.
Let me see the video of your last match.
Dude, back then it was on tapes.
Oh.
Right? I can pull them up. I just gotta find them and shit. They're somewhere.
VHS?
Maybe.
Betamax?
I'll pull them up. I'll let you know. So those are the matches that are currently released for the ARW show. So again, we got the ARW Championship on the line, the Indiana State Championship on the line, and the ARW Tag Team Championship on the line. The ARW Women's Champion will be there, but they're not releasing any information on what part of the show she's going to participate in or any other matches and everything, because they really want you to come out and see the excitement that ARW has to offer. And for some odd reason you feel you can't make it out to ARW Pro out in Indiana, you can always make it out to AW Pro Southland in Shabans. So yeah.
Slick. That was slick.
Right. Another SCW show besides the 28th in Shabans that we mentioned is ARW is actually going to have their first 21 and over show.
SCW.
What did I say?
ARW.
Probably. Great company.
SCW?
SCW is having a first 21 and over show at the Thornton Distillery Company at 400 East is that Margaret? Margaret? Margaret?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to say Margaret. 400 East Margaret Street, Thornton, Illinois. Doors open at 3. The bell starts at 8. So it gives you some time to get in there, get some food, get some beverages and stuff like that. Food and drinks will be available before the show. You must be 21 to enter. October 5th, 2019. It is live pro wrestling. Dead Drop Bootleggers Brawl, Illinois versus Indiana. Tickets are $20. So, all these, I mean, we post the flyers and everything on our Facebook page. All you gotta do is search JFW Podcast and check out all the flyers that we post up there as well. I really need to focus on updating that website. I've really been lagging on that.
You have things.
I'm busy. 2 podcasts, bro.
2 podcasts?
Season finale's coming.
Yeah, gotcha.
Season finale this freaking show's coming in 2 weeks. I'm busy. I got This Freaky Show starting up in October.
This Freaky Show?
Yeah, it's a month-long salute to Halloween. So every show during the month of October, we talk about Halloween.
Ooh.
It's still This Freaking Show. It's just released as This Freaky Show during the month of October. I got shit I got to do, man. Luckily, I got you as the PR and social media guy. So,
yeah.
Should teach you how to update a website.
Yes, you probably should. And then I'll have to come over here and use your internet.
Right. But no, as I was telling Jay before we start recording, within the next 8 weeks, we have 6 weeks worth of wrestling coming up. As we mentioned, ARW on the 14th, SCW on the 28th, SCW October 5th, ARW is the following Saturday from that. The following Saturday from that is the DWA show up in Tinley Park. We don't have information on that yet, but as soon as we have it, you'll have it. As well as the following Saturday, another SCW show. So we got, every Saturday in October is filled with wrestling, whether it be SCW for 2 weeks, ARW for 1, or DWA for another. ARW is also, from what I'm understanding, I'll get you more information on this. If you guys look to find some wrestling on Blackout Wednesday, if you guys don't know, it's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I do believe ARW does some kind of benefit show that Wednesday night. Yes. So I'll get more information on that as it comes in, because it's only September and that's in November, so we got time before we get to there. But a lot of wrestling in the area. So if you guys are, living in this area, you want to check out wrestling and everything, make sure you do. My buddy started taking his kid out to it. They have a blast. So they've been, coming to SCW shows over the last couple of months. Another buddy of mine, not even a huge wrestling fan, but loves independent wrestling now because he's been to the show. He's going to start coming out. This girl I'm talking to is going to come with to some of the shows because I brought her to the DWA show because Jay decided he needed to work and make a paycheck instead. Whatever.
God.
Right?
God damn me for going to work,
Right? Slap that fucking wrist. So a lot, the fucking JFW fucking group is fucking growing at these independents. So I'm really excited for that. Super excited for next week. Super excited for next month. God, so much fucking wrestling happening. I think there was a pay-per-view on WWE a couple weeks ago we never went over, but it don't fucking matter. I think I won, so.
I think we did go over it.
I know I won. That's all that matters.
What's the next one?
Huh? That was NXT cartridge, cartridge or whatever. We
NXT Yuki.
Yeah,
or
we
UK.
fucking missed it. I don't know. Is it Hell in a Cell?
Could be Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, I think it's probably in like 2 weeks, so we'll probably go over the predictions for that. I don't fucking know. Maybe I'll look it up right now. Just keep talking.
Oh, all right. Well, you got The Fiend, who is Clash of Champions is up next.
Yeah. When is that?
I have no idea.
So Jericho lost his belt.
Yeah, they're calling him Drunkico.
God.
They're saying it was stolen, though.
Nah, it wasn't stolen. He's an idiot. Yeah, September 15th. So, next Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll do some predictions and shit. Fuck it.
I mean, I guess we should.
Yeah, but we could just not do it for the rest of the year like a win.
No.
Because I'm up by 3 right now, and we got September,
right.
October, November, December.
Right.
I think we have 5 pay-per-views left, and you're down by 3.
So I got to win pretty much all.
You got to win 4 of them in order to beat me. So, I can't wait to buy that belt so I can hold on to it until January of 2021. I'm so excited.
Oh, you're such an ass.
Yeah. But you know what? The only way we can really afford that belt is if we get people to join our Patreon.
Our what?
Fucking Patreon, Jay.
Oh, yeah?
Patreon. All them tiers of all them prizes and gifties we give away.
Ooh.
So many fucking gifties.
I love prizes.
I love gifties. And you get both of them with the Patreon.
Every time you get one higher, when you get everything
below. Yeah, everything from $1 down to $20, depending on where you feel comfortable donating to the podcast. I mean, for $12 a year, you get your fucking name shouted out on the fucking podcast. You get, mentioned and stuff like that. Just like our 2 current Patreons, Brandy and Becca, or known on the podcast as Dewey Decimal and
General Lee.
General Lee. So shout out to you guys. Thank you for being part of the Patreon. Again, the higher the tier, the more you get. You get watch along. If you guys didn't catch it, which I know we got actually a lot of listens on that watch along episode released for free through Podbean. You get that every single month through the Patreon when you join the Tail of the Tape tier.
Right.
We also have the tier that's right above that. I can't remember what that one's called though. Dark Match, I think it's called. Dark Match, where you also get a podcast where we kind of talk about behind the scene theory.
The dark side of wrestling.
Conspiracies and stuff like that, tragedies that occurred in wrestling, storylines that were kind of darker that you need to learn more about. So it's more of a behind the scene thing that we do for you guys as part of the Patreon. And also different tiers that give you a sticker, gives you shout outs on both our social media on your birthday week. The week of your birthday, you get a shout out, and obviously mentioned every episode. We create a character for you on another tier. I believe it's the grill position tier. So no, I'm sorry, the grill position. Yeah, the grill position tier is one where you control the episode.
Yeah, they get to control the show.
Yeah, you get to determine what our freaking 5 is, the 10 questions for the final freaking thought. You get to choose Dizzle J's pick of the week, and also you get to tell us what we need to talk about during this show. So a lot of shit that you get offered with that one too. So guys, make sure you go to patreon.com/JFW podcast today. Sign up for Patreon, help out the podcast. Another way to get out the podcast is by helping out one of our sponsors, which is Audible.com.
Audible.com?
Audible.com, Jay. You know me. You know I fucking...
Oh, yeah.
First off, I can't read. It's not that I hate it. I just can't fucking do it.
All those letters.
But I do love stories.
I love being told stories.
Right? I love being storied.
Storied?
I love being storied.
I got it.
Right? See,
I can dig that.
I can't even speak, let alone read. But because of Audible.com, I don't have to worry about reading because I can just listen to somebody else read me the book.
audibletrial.com/freaknet.
Right? If you go to that website and you log in with your Amazon account, which is just that easy, you just sign up through your Amazon account. You go to audibletrial.com/freaknet today. You get a 30-day free trial as well as a credit for your first free book during your 30-day free trial. And it's literally free for you just by going to audibletrial.com/freaknet today. Help out Audible by joining them, and help out the podcast by helping us out by going to freaknettrial.com audibletrial.com/freaknet.
Yeah.
Sign up today.
That's right. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, man.
I need to pre-record these fucking plugs. It's so much easier if I don't have to remember all this shit. God damn.
I thought we did that.
Oh, we did. We just don't use them.
Oh.
Right?
I'm glad you made me sit there for half an hour trying to do this correctly.
It was mostly my entertainment.
I knew it was.
But, guys, one of the coolest things about us as well is we do a lot through Facebook. We post a lot about upcoming independent shows, current events and stuff like that happening within wrestling. That's all on our Facebook at JFW Podcast, but we're also on Twitter and Instagram at JFW Podcast as well. And one of the coolest things you can catch on our Facebook is Dizzle J's Pick of the Week.
Yes, this week, Pac versus Kenny Omega from the past. AEW pay-per-view. I don't know if you caught it at all.
Nah.
I got to see this match.
I was in Carolina.
Because somebody posted.
I was on a beach.
Yeah, you were on a beach? I hate the beach, so that's okay. I don't care. Fucking hate the beach. I hate sand.
I don't like when you interrupt our guest.
Yeah.
But I live with that too.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to.
I guess.
33%. But this match is just full of wicked fucking spots. I suggest you watch it, enjoy it. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, you know what? When you get a chance to go on our Facebook page and you find a pick of the weeks, I mean, obviously there are links from YouTube on there. Comment below on that if you got to have a recommendation of a pick of the week that maybe you want to see in the future and stuff. And if Jay thinks it's worth it, he'll put it up on the show.
And I have. From other people have made suggestions and I put it up.
Yeah.
But check it out. It's a great match. I mean, there's some moments where you're just going to be like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit moments.
Right?
If
like,
you will.
Like when Pac had like his bone sticking out of his leg or some shit.
Oh, that was from... How he was able to do the stuff he did in that match after he got injured like that is fucking phenomenal.
Fucking that job, man.
Well, that's all I got from that one.
Cool. All we got left is final freaking thought.
All right.
I think that's all left, right? We did the plugs.
Yeah, did the plugs.
Did the shout-outs.
Shout-outs.
Social media.
I
mentioned you can catch our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, Podbean, just by searching JFW Podcast. YouTube videos are coming up soon, folks. When fall comes around, so are our videos. So, make sure you follow us on YouTube, so you'll subscribe and click that little bell so you know they're coming up. Our overall goal is we want to get as many people to follow us on YouTube so we get that many people watching our shows so you guys are entertained. Because the thing is, it's not just JFW, it's Freaknet Studios that are putting out episodes and shows and stuff. So even for you guys out there who want to get a little bit more than just wrestling, we're going to be doing a lot more than just wrestling. We got toy reviews, which we're going to review a lot of Funkos, a lot of our toys when we go to toy stores and stuff like that to pick up some toys. We're also going to do some weird shit with Cartoon Joe from This Freaking Show and also Sarge from The Gray Area. We actually, me and Sarge have been talking about doing this competition with hot sauces because he believes that Mexican hot sauces are better than American hot sauces. Which he he bastardized Louisiana hot sauce, which I don't know what the fuck's his problem, but whatever. Tapatio for life.
I'll be the ref in that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because
you can't do hot foods.
And not anymore.
Yeah, but there is going to be we are going to rip off some late night TV show games and stuff off that and do them our
homage.
Yeah, kind of do our little spin on it. I may have to borrow my mom's Lazy Susan as like a roulette wheel. We'll see. She'll let me do it. She won't care. I'll take it.
Yeah,
fuck it, right? But yeah, no, Freaknet Studios, I'm really excited about everything because I do believe the gray area is going to be part of it. And I'd like to shut Sarge up about his bullshit 90s R&B and hot sauce preferences. So,
I guess I should probably maybe listen to the show.
He's a mouthy little fuck.
Oh, okay.
I'll say it. Sarge, I love you, but you're a mouthy little fuck. Bitching about R&B 90s music. Who the fuck says R. Kelly as a fucking, example of R&B 90s music? I mean, come on now.
Wasn't he, though?
I don't know. He always seemed a little pissy to me.
I see what you did there.
I see what I did there?
Yeah.
No, shout out to Sarge. Hey, guys, if you like to hear someone give their opinions on random bullshit as far as politics or how people view the world, check out The Gray Area, man. It's awesome. DAGRAAREA. Almost has like a weird,
It has like a weird tempo to it.
DAGRAY.
Almost like a Jeff Jarrett type of deal.
Right. Check out The Gray Area. It's on Podbean. It's on iTunes. Sarge, if you're listening to me, you're still not on Google Play, so check that out. But definitely Podbean and iTunes. Also, he has a website, douggrayarea.com. He does do a lot to, what's the good word? Kind of give examples of what maybe people are struggling through and his view on how maybe you can overcome it and everything and how people are struggling with stuff. So definitely check it out. It's cool to check out his views and opinions on a lot of things. Except for 90s R&B and hot sauce. He has no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
You're awfully passionate about that.
You don't bitch about fucking Louisiana hot sauce. I mean, come on. Have you ever had Louisiana hot sauce?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty good.
It's delicious.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't tell him to fucking... It's like ARW and SCW, man. It's like everyone sits there and thinks I drink the fucking ARW Kool-Aid just because I fucking... talk up fucking Louisiana hot sauce and I bastardize fucking Mexican hot sauce. I don't hate SCW. They just need to get their shit together. I love fucking Mexican hot sauce. I just love Louisiana hot sauce better because it is better, just like ARW is better than SCW. That's why I'm really excited in a couple weeks when we sit down and get the views and perspectives from ARW and SCW and get their feelings on this shit. Because first off, we haven't had a chance to sit and talk to ARW and get their views.
We haven't.
And I'm hoping maybe, just maybe, when we talk to Joey Boom Boom, maybe clear up the air on whose fault really is that ARW's there between Sentinel and Keist. I'd love to see, what his view is on it and everything. Because either way, no matter what, it doesn't matter who's running SCW. As long as you have hip pain speaking for fucking everybody, it's gonna fucking crumble. He's a weird fucking dude. He's like the old man from the senior home who walks around with an aluminum hat and his boxer shorts hanging down to his knees. Okay.
You're right. He should probably wear some Lulu pants. And
the point is, Louisiana hot sauce is good. And so is ARW. Okay, I'm good.
So, final freaking thought?
Yeah. Let's do that.
All right.
Let's do that.
We done with the hot sauce?
I'm not going to lie, Jay. Final freaking thought is one of my favorite segments of our show.
It is one of my favorite segments.
I enjoy it. But go ahead. Let's do this.
I did update it. And,
it has been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, technically it's almost been 3 weeks because we didn't get one done during the interview.
No.
And you didn't do a Facebook Live last week.
No.
Like you were asked to.
Yeah.
But you didn't do it.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't kick me off the show.
Well, I was on vacation.
Yeah. So was I.
I guess.
I was house sitting.
Yeah, okay, sure, whatever.
Put my balls all over the place.
Have you got your thoughts here?
Yeah.
God damn.
Bailey on Monday night goes heel, possibly beaten.
Long overdue.
Long overdue.
I get her bubbly personality and being a role model for the kids and everything. She has to look out for herself though.
Right.
I mean, you look at all these recent champions like Charlotte, Sasha, Becky. I mean, they didn't do it for the fans. They did it for themselves. I mean, yeah, Bailey lucked out and was able to win the title, being the bubbly and hug life and shit like that. But fuck that. Fuck that. No. Good job, Bailey. Plus, she's hot.
She's all right.
She's hot.
She got a nice ass.
God, right? Yeah, no, I liked it. I think it was long overdue. I think it's about time she started looking out for herself.
This is the first time she's been heel.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so it's time to see how she fucking runs with it. If she can actually pull it off.
That's true. Sentinel not making sure his wrestlers are protected when they come to the ring for their matches. How do you feel about this?
Are you referring to Paradox? When
I'm referring to Paradox, Creed, Baylock.
It's not Sentinel's problem, man.
With ARW having this rhythm of coming out and doing this stuff, you should be prepared for it to happen.
I had a conversation, not even a conversation, I guess it's called a justification on Steve fucking bastardizing this whole concept of everything being Sentinel's fault. I get it, he doesn't like the guy. But the thing is, it shouldn't be Sentinel's responsibility to have to run and get wrestlers every time fucking ARW does something. They knew ARW was there. And they still allowed Paradox to go out on his own. Why didn't anyone step up? Why didn't fucking Hunter stand up and say, hey, you know what, Paradox? I'm assuming that's how he talks really normally in the back. Hey, Paradox, I don't think you want to go out there on your own. I'm going to go with you. No! He fucking sat there on his own, probably icing his knees and shit from standing there at the fucking ring instead of wrestling in it. He just sat back there. He didn't come out until after the match ended. After Paradox got his ass kicked. And then he came out and fucking, did his spiel about, we're not taking, again, I'm assuming this is how he sounds, in my head, it sounds the exact same. We're not going to take this crap anymore. We're going to fight you. It's like, come on now. It's like, that's a lot of showboating. No, it's not Sentinel's fault whatsoever. And yeah, eventually Sentinel's like, oh, I guess no one really wants to come out and help. Maybe I should go get somebody. Come on now.
I would have had my guys ready to go if I was him.
Yeah, but if you were an SCW as a wrestler, would you have Paradox go out by himself?
No.
Okay, so why is it falling Sentinel?
Well,
why wasn't Bane X out there with Paradox?
Because he should have been back there motivating his team.
Paradox was out there with Bane X during the first match. Why wasn't Bane X out there for Paradox?
That's a good question for Bane X.
Why wasn't Blaylock and Creed out there? Because obviously they went through the same issues with ARW before. Why did they allow Paradox to go out on his own? You know what? Yeah. all jokes aside, yeah, ARW beat the shit out of Paradox before the match. But why didn't SCW figure that was going to happen beforehand after they just saw what happened to Mulligan before the match?
It's a very good point.
It's not on Sentinel whatsoever. Sentinel should.
It's going to be on Sentinel a little bit. Because Sentinel's the leader of the company.
He shouldn't have to run to the back and grab the hands of every fucking wrestler in the back saying, "Come on, guys, we need to be a team." No, they should have been a team to begin with. They should have. Oh shit! Here's some ARW guys who just attacked Mulligan. Maybe they're going to probably do something during the fucking match against Holiday, who has a broken fucking foot. No, they just sat in the back. It's not right. No,
blame belongs on both parties.
No, Sentinel, yes. Sentinel does have his problems. No doubt about it. But the fact that Paradox got his ass kicked and got pinned after getting his ass kicked without SCW even coming out, that has not fallen Sentinel whatsoever. Yes, he has his problems. This is not one of them, though.
All right, we'll agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah, I mean we have to because
we have to
because you don't see it, man.
So
you're just like Steve. You want to put the blame on him because you need to blame somebody.
He's the leader.
I thought Hunter was the leader. He's the one that's staying in the ring, fucking doing all the announcements all the time.
You're the president of the company. They look to the president for leadership.
Oh my god. Okay. Yes, you're correct. You are correct on that aspect. But Hunter seems to be taking the reins for that. And yet he let Paradise go out there on his own, get his ass kicked. And that's why Holiday, who has a broken fucking foot, still has the title.
Agreed.
Yes.
Okay. Did WWE listen to us and bring back King of the Ring?
Absolutely. I
thought it was a little funny.
I'm pretty sure we also talked about Bailey heel turn of 1.2.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, yeah. They fucking listen.
Is DWA going to be a force to be reckoned with?
You know, honestly, I love that DWA doesn't give a lot of like information and shit about what they're doing. I love how secret it is because I honestly don't know what they are right now still. They had the show up in Tinley Park. Was it Wrestling Under the Tent or something like that? I can't remember what it's called now. But it was last Friday or 2 weeks ago. It was a great show. Their show coming up October 19th is awesome too. But I thought I heard that they weren't supposed to be putting on shows, that they were just like something else, but people are wanting DWA. And it's wrestlers. I mean, yeah, there are wrestlers that we've seen in ARW and SCW, but there's also wrestlers we haven't seen. But, I mean, they do wrestle in Northern Lights, GPW, and stuff like that, so they are around.
I really want to see that clown guy.
God, he was fucking funny. But yeah, if DWA continues to do what they're doing now and putting on the shows they're putting on, yeah, I think they're going to be, you know, something that, you know, SCW and ARW may have to look out for in this area.
We touched on this earlier. Jericho loses or gets title stolen.
It's weird. It's weird that it happened because as far as everything shows, it's a shoot. It really did happen. Yeah. He left it in the limo and everything. I did listen to the ENC Pot of Awesome, the Edge and Christian podcast, and I do agree with what Edge said, where he said they should have kept it. You know, they should have used it as a storyline.
Oh, definitely. And
then they could have, like, you know, act like it was still stolen, and then whoever's feuding with Jericho next comes out with it, you know, at the next show and stuff. I do agree. I think that's probably been the best bet. It's just weird to think because I actually had this conversation not too long ago with a promoter, and I asked him, I was like, hey, what, I mean, like, how much responsibility do you put on your wrestlers for the titles? And they said, like, you know, like, they need to treat it like it's a possession, you know, it's like, right. It's a trophy to them. And they said they've never had a problem with a wrestler, you know, caring for a title. And God, what was it? It was actually like right before this Jericho thing, ironically. And I was like, you ever have one that showed up with like a fucked up title or didn't have the title on? They said, like, sometimes, yeah, and, you know, they fucking paid for it. But the fact that Chris Jericho, who's a veteran for almost 30 years now,
definitely
loses a fucking title the night he fucking won it is kind of goofy. But I heard they got it back and everything, and it's in good condition and shit like that.
So why pair Rollins and Strowman and make them tag team champions?
It's probably to keep fucking Strowman relevant. I heard from I fucking like Wrestler Insider or some shit like that, talking about how Strowman and Vince had like a 45-minute conversation about him not being used right or some shit like that.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I don't agree with the tag team title thing. I don't know why they did it, other than the only reason I can see it is Strowman remaining relevant in some way. But I mean, you got so many fucking tag teams that you're not using properly,
like legit tag teams.
It's like you had the fucking Revival, but now they're just fucking Orton's lackeys. You know, but I think the OC is probably gonna get them back soon. So
it makes sense.
Yeah.
The return of Sasha Banks. How'd you feel about that?
I liked everything except for the hair. I didn't get the colored hair.
Maybe that's like her bad girl hair.
Stupid.
All right. This one you probably enjoy. SCW versus ARW. Give me your 3 top matchups you'd like to see.
Like ones that I wish would happen, or ones that are likely going to happen?
No, ones that you wish would happen.
Okay. I'd like to see Holiday and Hunter Payne in a last minute standing match. I think that'd be cool. The one that I do believe will happen again is the one from last month where Hudson took on JPH and went to a no contest. So. I feel that they are. I mean, I believe that Hudson of ARW is the JPH of SCW. Yeah. He's a mid card guy who should be a main event guy.
Definitely.
I think them in a match together would be pretty cool. Just a single, just a normal rule, straight, match and everything. And I guess as far as women, like not women, but a third match. Honestly, like I wouldn't mind to see what Kamikaze could do against Melanie Cruz. I mean, we've seen Kamikaze take on Paloma and Natasha and everything, but I have yet to see her in a single match against Melanie Cruz. So I think that'd be pretty cool too. But I think obviously there's 4. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens if Andrews and Ivan step in the ring together. I want to see what Charlie does.
Yeah.
But the biggest one's got to be Holiday and Hunter in a last minute stand match. I think that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
All right. People criticize WWE for using older talent and praise AEW for making Jericho champ. How do you feel about that? What's your opinion?
Wait, what? WWE uses older talent and they praise?
Like they give Brock the championship, who's 40 some odd years old, and Goldberg the championship and stuff like that. And they just get torn apart for it. But then AEW turns around and gives to Jericho, who is older than both of them. I believe he's 48 years old.
Well, Goldberg's in his 50s.
Is he in his 50s?
I believe so. I believe he's like 52.
Huh. Well, he's older than Brock. I know that.
He is older than Brock. Yeah, it's goofy, but I mean, it's one of the things that kind of makes sense because it's WWE and it's AEW. If you guys can't see what I'm doing, one hand's higher than the other. Because ARW still has a small, roster because they're just a one show once a month kind of thing right now. So for Jericho to be champion, I get it because it's just like WCW with Hulk Hogan, and stuff like that. It's just like WWF with Bruno Sammartino and stuff like that. It's giving the title to that top guy. Now I had a conversation with with one of the co-hosts of Dopes on the Rope, that Canadian wrestling company I was talking about. And he asked me who I thought was going to win. I thought Hangman Page was going to win. I think the storyline would be a lot better because people wouldn't expect it. Everyone expected Jericho to win the championship. I think if Hangman Page won, it'd be a little bit different. But, I mean, when you put the title on Jericho, which is it's a title, that's a first ever title of the company, it's...
I don't even think it's a world title yet, is it? It's just the AEW championship.
Yeah, well, I guess you have to fight it, across country that they really haven't done yet. So we'll call it the AEW Heavyweight Championship. I don't care, but I mean, like, you want to give a name to it, and obviously, I mean, Hangman Page never had those big name, big top matches and shit. So you gotta give it to Jericho, and WWE. I get it's a business thing when it comes to giving it to Brock, giving it to Goldberg and stuff. That's a nostalgic concept for the older guys and stuff. But no, they're fucking fickle fans. I love the fans, but I mean, like, they're fucking... They want everything their way.
Yeah, it tears me. It bothers me because, like, WWE is better, AEW is better. Like, fucking enjoy both.
Yeah. And we're gonna. It's really exciting, this upcoming, next 2 months when NXT ends up on fucking, USA in a couple weeks,
right?
And AEW fucking shows up in October.
And
we're gonna have a lot more to fucking talk about on this show. You know, we're gonna have 4 different shows every single week to talk about that are on fucking cable to watch. You don't need the WWE Network to watch fucking NXT.
I bet anymore. We'll talk about 2 more than any other.
Oh god, yeah.
It'll probably be AEW and NXT.
Oh god, yeah. Fucking SmackDown and Raw are too mainstream and shit.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, I wonder what they're gonna do as far as talent between like NXT UK and NXT, because Walter is fucking huge right now.
Oh yeah.
I heard that the fucking Walter Tyler Bate match was like the greatest match of the weekend compared between AEW and NXT cartridge.
I have to go back and watch that.
I still need to. I'm definitely gonna go back, and I think that's on my list of things to do tomorrow. So, was the last question?
Nope.
Oh, okay. What question are we on?
This is the last question.
Okay, cool.
Arn Anderson shows up and spine busters the Spears.
I don't like Arn Anderson anymore.
Really?
It wasn't a good spine buster. He's just too old. I mean, like, he almost got stuck rolling into the ring.
Yeah, that's true.
It's that fucking beard gut, man. I mean, like, Arn Anderson is always going to be known as the enforcer for the Four Horsemen. And I get that, but he's Jannetty, man.
You think it's time for him to just sit back and just be behind the scenes?
Just be in the back. Be a Dean Malenko, man.
Be a Dean Malenko.
Fucking...
See, I think Dean Malenko will probably still go.
Probably, but it's irrelevant. It's like Billy Gunn. It's like fucking Billy Gunn's still in great shape. He's in the back. That's where he belongs. Arn Anderson needs to stop. He's a Jannetty, man.
Jannetty.
I'm working on making a fucking TeePublic shirt. I'm working on
Don't be a Jannetty.
Don't be a Jannetty. Don't be the Jannetty.
God, I hope we run into him and we're wearing these shirts.
God, right. That was the last one?
That was the last one.
Awesome. To reiterate, guys, go to audibletrial.com/freaknet. Get your 30-day free trial of Audible plus a credit. Get a free book. Shout out to tpublic.com where you can get all our merchandise just by searching JFW. Make sure you go to patreon.com/JFW podcast. Be part of the Patreon today, just like Becca and Brandy is. Follow us on social media at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at JFW Podcast. And let your wrestling fans know who have yet to hear our show that you can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, and Podbean just by searching JFW Podcast. ARW is the 14th, SCW is the 28th, SCW is October 5th, DWA is October 19th.
Phoenix Pro tomorrow.
Phoenix PPW NAW is tomorrow. Make sure you guys check out all this wrestling and everything. There's so much going on. Check right here for all local independent wrestling coming up because that's what we want to do.
Hell yeah.
And that's all I got.
Time to ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Taking Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.
Peace.